ChatGPT 4.0 was just released, so brace yourselves for yet another round of articles announcing the end of the software developer. I, for one, am excited to finally lose my job and pivot to my real passion of raising chickens, growing tomatoes, and building my own personal bunker. However, there might still be a chance for you guys to make some big bucks before the mass layoffs. The new GPT version comes packed with various API enhancements, so it is now easier than ever to become one of the thousands of entrepreneurs developing a micro SaaS product, which is actually a plain wrapper over ChatGPT. Trust me, this is easier than you might think, and to prove it, we'll build a web app that gives you recipes and nutritional values based on the leftovers you have in your fridge in under 3 minutes. Let's make sure we are running on an up-to-date node locally and then initialize a Vite project. We'll use SolidJS to build the UI since it is one of the simplest yet powerful frameworks these days. Styling-wise, I'm a fan of working with CSS directly, but we are in a hurry, so we'll use Tailwind, which is famous for its rapid prototyping capabilities. In the index file, let's define an app function which will be rendered in the DOM. If you are not completely familiar with Solid, don't worry. This is one of the simplest frameworks out there. Apps are built with components that have internal reactive state managed through signals. Whenever the signals are updated, associated effects, including JSX template updates, are executed in an efficient manner. In our case, we'll define 2 signals, one for the user input and one for the GPT response. Getting back responses from the OpenAI API might take a couple of seconds, so let's keep track of the loading state as well. Then, in JSX, we'll add a text area to capture the user input, a button to submit the form, and a container where the GPT response will be rendered. When the button is clicked, we'll make a call to the API, so in a new service file, I'll export a fetch response function which accepts the prompt as an argument. We'll send our request through the fetch API, attach the authorization header, and define the payload in the body. After specifying the model to be used, I'm defining a list of messages. The first one is a system-level instruction to set up the assistant's behavior or context. The second message is marked as coming from the user and contains the actual prompt to be interpreted by the model. Finally, I am specifying the desired response format, which means I'll be able to reliably parse the GPT response and send it back to my Solid component. Back in the terminal, we can run our project and see the result in the browser. All you have to do now is to add in some real functionality, market your product, find some users, monetize them, make the business profitable, because trust me, those OpenAI bills can easily get out of hand, and sell this for an undisclosed outrageous amount of money. If you feel like you learned something, you'll probably find some of these videos interesting as well. Until next time, thank you for watching.
I like Awesome Coding. I like him a lot. I think he makes some really good videos.